Hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. This is Jack Tubbs from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona. Hope you're having a great, fantastic day, enjoying the lovely weather in the valley today. Nice, cool, sunny, dry. It is a great day. I hope you're being blessed by it today. The thing I'd like to talk to you about today is title work, title insurance, and how important it is. Now, first, if you don't understand why we have a title policy, first let me explain that. The reason that we have title policies is because sometimes when the title company and the servicers thereof do a title search and they miss possibly a lien that is on a property that you're buying, and when you find out, and you don't find out until after the property has transferred into your name, the person who has the lien on the property can try to collect from you. Well, title insurance will cover that. If they miss a lien when they do the title search and somebody with a lien approaches you for payment, the title insurance policy will pay that lien off so that it's not your responsibility. Plus, the other issue of it is that when the title search is done, it lets you, they're supposed to give you a guarantee that either the title is clean, or sometimes you'll also find out there are other issues on the title. You'll find out that there might be a lot line dispute. There could be, it backs up to government land, which might be used for some purposes that you may not let you build. I know out at Luke Air Force Base, out at their far western part of their property that they own, is also a crash site, and you're not allowed to build property there. You'll find that out through the title search. The title search will find that out for you. They won't find out about flood insurance for you, but they will do a search. That a search has to be done, and usually the listing agent will take care of that to make sure that you have some assurance that that it does not lie on a floodplain. Or if it's on a floodplain, it floods like once in every 500 years or something to that effect. But another thing that you want to make sure about the title company that you use is A, that they have a good reputation, B, that they have security. Because one of the biggest things out there right now is wire fraud with a title agency. And what happens is that you go to close on your brand new home and you ask for the payoff or whatever the down payment amount that you're going to have to bring to the closing, or you're going to have wired to the closing. Sometimes emails and communications of that effect will get intercepted by people who commit title fraud or wire fraud, and they give you a bogus set of instructions to wire your funds that would normally be wired to the title company for closing, but they will be rerouted to a different account, and the thieves will steal that money, and you will not have a down payment for your home. So we always want to make sure that they have security and they have procedures set in place, and that you follow them implicitly so that you don't have to worry about any wire fraud. Now, another thing we want to do is we want to make sure that everything is recorded. Now, title companies will record your new deed for you once the closing has happened. And here in Arizona, you can't even have possession of the property that you bought until the deed is recorded. Now, in other states, it's not always a requirement to have it recorded, but it has to be signed by the seller and by you accepting the new deed. So we want to make sure that paperwork is correct and that it is recorded, because if it's not recorded properly or if it's not recorded at all, there can some doubts can be. We'll put it this way: if we don't record the new deed with the county in which the house resides in, the property resides in, the seller can sell it again, because as far as the county knows, they still hold title to the property. So we want to make sure that everything is recorded. Now, also, if you have a mortgage, or if you are doing a seller carryback, you want to make sure that all these things are recorded, and then when they're paid off, or you refinance, or whatever it is that you do that cancels out that first mortgage or that seller carryback, that a release is recorded with the county. Because if that release is not there, when you go to sell your property and it still shows that carryback or that mortgage is still active and not been paid off, the title company cannot transfer ownership until they have proof that that mortgage or that carryback has been satisfied and that there's a release. So anytime you pay anything off, make sure that you get the release and get it recorded with the county so that you don't run into that problem. As a matter of fact, I'm working with a client right now. He bought a property in 2005, paid off the seller carryback in 2006, but a release was never filed. So for all these years, as far as he's known, he's owned the property free and clear and should be able to sell it. But we're trying to sell it, and we find out that there's no release on the seller carryback. So, and also for those of you who haven't done a seller financed property here in the state of Arizona, it's known as a carryback. Other places it's known as a land contract, with the seller, who's the person selling the property, is basically saying, okay, I'm going to sell it to you, give me 10% down, and we'll finance the other 90% over so many years at such percent interest. And it's a way for a seller to make extra money on it if he doesn't need the immediate proceeds from the sale. And it's a way for him to make extra money on the interest that is charged on the financing of the property. So, but know that every time anything is paid off, there's got to be a release filed with the county, so the county even has a record of who owns the property free and clear, if there are any liens, because believe me, if a lender comes to foreclose, they're going to have proof with the county that a lien still exists. But if you paid off a mortgage or a carryback and there's a release filed, the county will not even consider their case against you, a foreclosure against you. So let's make sure that we have a reputable title company that has security. Look and make sure that if they've had any claims, their insurer has paid off those claims without a hitch and without having to go to court. Make sure that when we have a title done up by a title company, we have a deed title written up by a title company, that it is recorded. Same with any seller carryback, that if you are a seller and you're financing, that carryback is registered with the county. And then if you were the buyer and you paid off a carryback, a land contract or a mortgage, that release of lien is also recorded with the county. That's all done through the loan servicer or the title company. So we want to make sure that all these things are done. It makes life so much easier, and it also makes sure that if you have a problem, a claim is paid, or if it's time to sell, there's no issues there of being able to transfer ownership from you to whoever buys your property. That's what I got for you today. I'll see you tomorrow. You guys all have a great Wednesday. This is Jack from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona. If you have any questions about title work, any real estate questions, feel free to give me a call. My direct dial is 248-330-7972. That's 248-330-7972. Or you can email me, jack@thejteam.house. Once again, that's jack@thejteam, and the J Team is THE, the letter J, team, TEAM, .house, or you can call any of my team members at 623-252-4061. That's 623-252-4061. Hey, you guys all have a great Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow with another little nugget about the real estate industry here in Phoenix, Arizona. Bye-bye. Have a great day.